Predator franchise has unquestionably taken pride in the advanced weapons and unique hunting style of its species. Naturally, when it comes to their high-tech weaponry, the biomask usually tops the list, because that's pretty much what lets the cloaked aliens see in infrared and pursue their prey. Anybody calling themselves a true fan of the Predator franchise will know that a Predator's biomask gives access to several vision modes, which in turn allow the wearer to see in different light spectrums. Well, in today's video, we're gonna explore each of these vision modes. Mind you, it's gonna be an in-depth analysis of each vision mode, so we insist that you stay tuned till the end of our video. Well, without further ado, let's begin. Before we get into our explanation, we do have one very small request. If you enjoy our content, then please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Now let's begin. The Predators are well known for having many vision modes that function differently depending on the situation. The Predator biomasks give them the ability to see, which increases their hunting efficiency, along with giving them an advantage over their rivals. There are a multitude of vision modes the franchise has featured, with each new Predator installment introducing a new one. We decided that it's time we took a look at all the different vision modes that have ever been on display. What does regular vision for a Predator without a mask look like? Well, when John McTiernan came up with Predator in 1987, the first movie quickly made it clear that the Predator sees everything in blurry red when it doesn't have its mask on. At least, that's what happens in the case of the Jungle Predator. But when Stephen Hopkins came up with Predator 2, we got to see a new Predator, the City Hunter, to be more precise, one who was also seen without his mask. But unlike Jungle Predator, it saw things differently. The blurry reddish textured vision was just gone. Now, this conflicting thing can be explained in two ways. Firstly, it's possible that both the Predators originated from different parts of Yautja Prime, hence their visions were different. And secondly, the first film had a hot and humid jungle setting, whereas in the second film, which had the City Hunter taking off its mask, it was set in a cold, frozen slaughterhouse. Of course, you're free to believe whatever you think holds more weight. In addition to what we've mentioned, if you remember the upgrade Predator from Shane Black's 2018 film The Predator, it didn't even use a mask and saw everything in thermal vision. Well, when it comes to Predators, it looks like almost anything is possible. Now let's take a look at all the other vision modes, which will help you get a better idea. We'll also be citing examples along the way, so please feel free to share your views in the comment section below. Thermal vision, also known as infrared vision, this is conclusively the most well-known, and we may also add here the main vision mode. Thermal vision gives the Predators a thermal imaging sensor through which they can track, survey, and target their prey. If you can remember the events of the 1987 movie, this is the vision mode used by the Jungle Predator. Having said that, there are ways to trick this vision and mislead a Predator too. You just have to be smart enough to reduce your body temperature, that's all. Remember how in Predator, Dutch covered himself entirely in mud right after he realized that he actually stood a chance against it? Well, he went to the extent of smearing himself completely in mud so as not to give away his heat signature to the Jungle Predator. The same thing happened in the case of the young Comanche warrior Naru in Prey, as she's seen deliberately opting for the herb Orange Totsia to lower her body temperature and render herself pretty much invisible to the Pharaoh Predator. Ultraviolet Vision. Now, it's a known fact that Stephen Hopkins' Predator 2 introduced us fans to a lot of interesting vision modes besides regular thermal vision. One of the vision modes happens to be the Ultraviolet Vision mode, which is particularly useful when no heat signatures can be sensed. Allow us to cite an example to make things clear. Remember the infamous slaughterhouse sequence? Well, if you can recall that particular scene, you will remember Special Agent Peter Keyes going with his team inside the slaughterhouse, wearing thermally insulated special suits, with mounted ultraviolet lights and cryogenic weapons that made them invisible to the extraterrestrial hunter. However, the City Predator had also been hunting humans for sport for a while, and with it becoming suspicious upon hearing their footsteps, it decided to switch to a different vision spectrum. Safe to say that the City Predator was eventually able to see the armed men, especially their UV torches, when the hunter employed the Ultraviolet Vision mode. The men were viciously attacked and slaughtered by the Predator, and come to think of it, this mode has not been featured anywhere since the second Predator movie. X-Ray Vision. This vision mode has been featured in several Predator films, and if you ask us, we're personally big fans of the X-Ray Vision in particular. For starters, it allows the Predator to scan the bodies of other beings, allowing them to see inside the body. Now, there's no denying that the X-Ray Vision has saved lives. Let's take the example of Detective Leona Cantrell in Predator 2. If you recall the subway scene, the city hunter doesn't kill her despite being armed with a gun. Well, this is also because, as per the Yautja Honor Code, it's strictly forbidden to hurt pregnant women, even if they are armed, for that matter. Next, Predator 2 also featured a scene in which a boy was playing with a toy gun. It's solely because of this vision mode that the city Predator was able to scan the weapon and realize that it was not a real threat, thereby deeming the young boy an unworthy kill. Moving on, in Paul W.S. Anderson's Alien vs. Predator, the Scar Predator could easily figure out via the X-ray vision that Charles Weyland was terminally ill, with an advanced stage of lung cancer. This initially led the Predator to spare Weyland's life, but with the latter attacking the Predator and trying to set it on fire, things surely did not sit well with an enraged Scar, who stabbed and killed Weyland using his wrist blades. Furthermore, Scar was able to figure out that the chest burster was already growing inside the character Sebastian DeRosa. Now, this is something that has always made fans wonder, why didn't any of the other Predators scan Scar's body at the end of the movie? At least they would have prevented the Predalien from being born and causing absolute mayhem as seen in Alien vs. Predator Requiem. Tech Vision. So far, Tech Vision has usually appeared in most of the Alien vs. Predator games. If you look closely, the Tech Vision is a green vision mode that bears striking similarities to the night vision of the Colonel Marines. As for the Predator Tech and the Predators, they show up in white colors. Also, this is a vision mode that actually allows one to see the cloaked predators. Plus, there's a very high chance that the Wolf Predator from Aliens vs. Predator Requiem resorted to the Tech Vision in the dark and perilous sewers of Gunnison, while tracking down the Predalien menace. But then again, another Tech Vision has also been introduced in the 2007 third-person action-adventure video game, Aliens vs. Predator Requiem, as an orange-hued vision with not many useful properties, making Tech Vision a bit inconsistent, to be honest. Well, what's your take on Tech Vision? Do hit us with your thoughts in the comment section. Alien Vision. Paul W.S. Anderson wanted to do things a tad differently with his 2004 film, Alien vs. Predator, and because his film featured the titular aliens, a new vision mode was a must. The fact that the aliens did not give off any heat, and add to this their acidic blood, does not generate heat either, led to the creation of the Alien Vision mode. We're talking about a greenish vision mode, used to target the hostile beings. When the Predators use this vision, the aliens usually appear to them in light green shades. And this includes facehuggers as well as chestbursters. Interestingly, the Predalien in Aliens vs. Predator Requiem appears gold in color, probably to give more emphasis to its danger to the Predator. Be it an alien or Predalien, the Alien Vision marks them with a red triangle, after which a Predator can easily shoot at them. With that being said, there are some Aliens vs. Predator games where a different version of the Alien Vision is featured. The aliens appear as gray targets against a red background. Tracker Vision. Imagine a vision mode that would literally allow the Predator to see pheromones of its prey. Well, if you can recall Nimrod and Tal's Predators, you'll remember that this information was used by the Falconer Predator to locate the humans, especially during the second half of the movie. In fact, the chemical pheromones appear somewhat like blood drops and leave a trail behind for the Super Predator to follow. While there's no denying that the Tracker Vision was quite useful and gave a huge advantage to the Predators, somehow this did not appear anywhere else in the Predator lore. If you think we're missing out on something here, and you've seen this elsewhere, please do point it out in the comment section down below. Sound Vibration Detection Vision. As the name suggests, a predator primarily uses this vision mode to locate its prey. The Sound Vibration Detection Vision provides a pretty good substitute when compared to the visual detections of the other vision monks. It's demonstrated that the visual mode's sound detecting algorithms are incredibly accurate, recognizing and processing vibrations as small as a heartbeat. In fact, sound emissions are also depicted as pulsating spheres in the biomask's yellowish vision mode. Now, if you call yourself one of Antal's Predators, you're bound to remember that this was the vision the Berserker Predator resorted to in order to find Royce. But the latter managed to escape, of course. What is certainly intriguing is that this isn't shown anywhere else after the 2010 movie. Falcon Drone Vision. Here's another vision mode that many of the Predator fans got to see in the 2010 film. While the Falcon drone did use the standard thermal vision, the blue and red hues that appeared were definitely in stronger decades. As the name of this vision implies, the drone was sent by the Falconer Predator to spy on the game preserve abductees after they fell down the waterfall. In spite of them being in the water, their heat signature was clearly visible, with the heads appearing red. It's unclear if the drone has additional vision modes, although it's probable that one of the drone's eyes had more enhancements. One of the drones was fastened to the Falconer Predator's shoulder. The vision could either be viewed straight from the drone or uploaded to its mask. Pharaoh Predator Vision. The feral predator from Prey appears to employ the traditional thermal vision, but that comes surprisingly with a few graphic upgrades. Truth be told, this is fairly expected because the events of Prey are at least set 300 years before the first Predator film. Therefore, it only makes sense if the Predator technology on display is less advanced. Clearly, that wasn't the case. The feral predator's vision closely resembles the upgrade predator's vision, as seen in Shane Black's 2018 movie. Not only is the vision mode a lot clearer than the vision modes of both Jungle and City Hunter, it also displays Yautja symbols on the right side. We're guessing that the symbols possibly show some tactical data about the target or the area in general. Upgrade Vision. The new Upgrade Predator from the Predator film has a special vision mode that allows it to see without its mask. There's a huge possibility that the Upgrade Predator has also upgraded his eye lenses, in addition to its physique. While this vision mode can see other predators with an orange tinge, it still seems to be the standard thermal vision. The fact that this vision is further improved by sound analyzers, scanners, and even a translator suggests that Shane Black's movie is pretty much the future of Predator evolution. Marvelous verdict. Well, that's it for today's video, and with this, we finally come to the end. So what are your thoughts on the Predator vision modes? Which of these do you fancy the most? We'd love to know your views so we don't have to share them in the comment section. Also, stay tuned with us as we promise to come back with more exciting content. Till then, goodbye and have a nice one. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.